Brian says, what happened with Michael then? They interested to know. Thanks. Well, first off, I did film it, but it was at night. And so you're not going to see it until I light things on fire, which I do set things on fire. So I started out with an adaptation of the lesser banishing ritual of the pentagram that I've been doing for the last few weeks. It specifically targets blonde, great having you here, thank you. This, I'll have to do a video and teach you guys how to do this because it's really cool. It uses the pattern of the lesser banishing ritual of the pentagram to invoke Yod-He Vav-He Ori, a very specific form of the Tetragrammaton that is an initiative solar light. And so that goes right along with Michael, right? He's the solar archangel for sure, and the realm of fire. So perfect. So I started out with that. But like I said, I've been working with this for a few weeks, so I've really mastered it. And it is, same drawing the pentagram around you and the Kabbalistic cross with your body. So I start with that in complete darkness, and then I light the triangle of manifestation on fire. And as soon as that was burning, I've got a censer inside of the triangle with coals, and so I threw a fistful of incense on there, and the smoke came up in a perfect spiral, like a perfect column, a light spiral, just columning perfectly above the triangle. And the wind was blowing all over around me, but somehow the smoke just stayed right in that triangle. This is Michael's nature, you see. The whole story of Michael slaying the dragon. What's behind this is that Michael is putting chaos into order. It's about Michael putting chaos into order. This is the same thing as the solar light, shining light into a dark void. Right? It's putting order, injecting order into chaos. And this is why I called Michael at night rather than the day. My next evocation of him, I'm going to start planning now, is going to be in the daytime to get both aspects of him. And so with this column of smoke, I tuned in I didn't even tune in, it was just flashing in my inner vision. A giant, over 6 feet tall, or over 16 feet tall. I don't know what that is in meters or whatever. It's a lot. Giant. Giant. If we were inside, he wouldn't have really fit too well in this room. Wearing golden armor. And at each of the junctions of that armor was like underneath, I could see red cloth. Like maybe he was wearing something red underneath with the gold over him. Which I'm sure there's something in that. But, I asked him for a couple things. I got my journal right here. I was taking notes. I had 3 things. This is the sigil I used for him, by the way. Ignite my solar light. Dissolve all falsehood from my practice. And initiate my divine transfiguration. And then I asked him for protection going forward. When I asked for his protection, that column of smoke that was standing above me fell on top of me and cascaded down me, just surrounded me with that smoke that had formed Michael's body. He gave me some messages, but I'm going to be honest, those were kind of personal, and I'm still sorting through them. But he did speak to me after the ritual, interestingly. After I closed it, that's when his message came through. Sometimes it acts that way, like it's, while you're trying to get the answer, you don't get it. When you're trying to see the spirits, not when you see it. It's when you give up, when you let go, when you look the other way, that boom, there it is.